Hey, what's up? My name is Onika Mays, and I am your guide for Meditation Foundations. Let me first just say, I am so glad that you're here. I'm happy to be in practice with you, and I'm honored to be guiding these lessons with you. But what can you expect from this course? With your commitment, you can expect to start or establish a regular sitting practice. There are 5 lessons in this course, and they're about 10 minutes each. Lesson 1 is this right now, an introduction and setting expectations. Lesson 2 is about posture, how we sit during a meditation practice, or even if we sit during a meditation practice. Lesson 3 is about paying attention to the present moment and our breathing. Lesson 4 tackles distractions, and lesson 5 is where we put it all together and simply do a meditation practice from start to finish. Every lesson ends with a brief meditation. So you can take these lessons at your own pace, but my suggestion is that you do 1 or 2 lessons a week. And in between the lessons, set aside 5 minutes a day to establish your own practice and see how it feels. Are you someone who likes to journal or write? Write down your experiences as you're establishing this practice. What do you think about when you're doing your meditation practice? Or how do you feel after? Or how does the practice show up in your life? Maybe you want to talk to a friend who has a meditation practice. The goal, though, is to have this practice be a part of who you are rather than something that you do. There are lots of kinds of meditations, but our practice will center around a mindfulness meditation practice that's paying attention to what's happening right now with a compassionate heart. And why do we want to do that? When we can be with what's happening in the now, in the present moment, when life comes at us, because we know it will, we have tools to meet the ups and downs and everything in between with an open heart and mind. We can feel safe inside our own bodies. The one thing we know for sure is that life will change, right? Life will absolutely change. So this practice is like practice for life. For me, my meditation practice is a big part of my spiritual practice. But you don't have to have a spiritual practice to have a meditation practice. But I do believe that a meditation practice is something that you're in relationship with. This isn't something you take from. This isn't something that you use. This is not a transaction. This is about being in right relationship with yourself, your being, so you can be in right relationship with other people and the whole world. So, listen, I've been teaching for a long time, over a decade. And lots of people will ask me, so am I going to feel relaxed after meditation? Am I going to feel really good? You might, maybe, but that's not the point of this practice. The point of this practice teaches us how to be with what is right now without judgment. And because you do that, you might end up feeling relaxed. The truth is, sometimes after my practice, even if I noticed I'm angry, I can still be relaxed inside my body and recognize that I'm angry, because angry doesn't have to be who I am. When I can be with everything that's happening around me and really embrace the totality of my experience, I have room to pause because I'm whole and I'm not reacting. And when I pause, I can make choices. And I believe that liberation, our liberation, individually and collectively, is in our ability to make embodied and informed choices that help us be whole, so we can move with joy. So I'm so excited that you're here. But hey, let's end our first lesson with a meditation practice. So we'll do a brief practice. We'll get into it right now. So first, find a seat. What do I mean by that? I have a chair that's a floor chair. You don't need that. You can simply sit on the floor. You can sit on a chair with legs and have your feet on the floor. You can sit on your sofa. You don't need to be sitting on the floor. And guess what? You can even lay down. And if you're laying down, I recommend placing something underneath the backs of your knees that can provide some lovely support for the lower back. So give yourself about 30 seconds to do that. Don't make too much of a big deal about it, right? We're going to get into this over the next 5 lessons. But it's a beautiful thing to be able to sit together, right? We're in community. And once you find your seat, you can let your eyelids get heavy, but if you don't want to close your eyes, you do not have to. You can keep your eyes open and your gaze soft and unfocused. And then if you want a little movement to settle, maybe move the shoulders up and down. I let a sigh come out, perhaps shifting a little bit in your posture. And then I invite you to notice sounds or vibrations that are happening around you. Maybe obvious ones, loud ones, or loud to you. And then notice sounds or vibrations that might be more subtle. The hum of a refrigerator, a bird in the distance, voices in the other room. And let whatever you hear, whatever sensations or vibrations you feel, let that be a part of the practice, because it is happening right now. There's no need to push it away. And now I invite you to bring your attention, drifting away a little bit from the sounds and vibrations, and bringing your attention to your body. Perhaps even noticing parts of your body that are relaxed right now. Or maybe parts of your body that feel tense or even in pain. Can you just let that be whatever it is without fixing or changing anything? And then I invite you to check in with yourself. How are you right now? Excited? Nervous? Bored? Just let it be. And then bring some attention to your breathing. Notice your inhale and your exhale. You might even say to yourself, inhaling, I breathe in. And exhaling, I breathe out. And then noticing your inhale and exhale. Have you wandered off? Are you thinking about something else already? Instead of paying attention to the breathing, it's okay. Gently bring yourself back to the breathing. That is the practice. Coming back, returning again and again. And we'll sit silently for about 30 seconds. And you'll notice when you wander off, and then gently bring yourself back, return. In 10 seconds, I'll ring a singing bowl, which will signal an end to our practice. See if you can listen all the way to the end. And it's important to close your meditation practice, just as important as it is to begin. And you can close your practice by placing a hand on the heart, or bowing to yourself, or pressing your palms together, but signaling an end to your practice. I even like to thank myself and my teachers for my practice. And then if your eyes were closed, you can open them. Thank you. Welcome home, y'all. And I will see you for lesson 2. Be well.